Bam, bam, back from Miami, still alive. Dude, I just took $400 on a trade. Bang. Nailed it for gains. Paid for my freaking flight. They ripped me off. Spirit, I'll never fly you again. And the only reason I flew Spirit because my wife got herself caught up a year ago in a credit that she could never get out of, and we had to use $3,600 worth of that garbage Spirit money. You guys are the worst, Spirit. And I'll tell you why Spirit is the worst, and I'll tell you why you should never, ever fly Spirit. All right? I'm going to tell you right now. You get a $200 flight, but every other flight in the country is 50 pounds, and they know this, so they make theirs 40 pounds. So you make your bag 50 pounds, you get there, you're overweight. They charge you $79 for anything over the pounds. Crazy. Then it gets crazier. Trust me. I'm not even going to get into it. Shout out to anyone that played TWT. It was my trade of the day yesterday. I was nice enough to give away exactly what I was trading. I said, I'm getting into this. This is my trade. And it wasn't a huge trade. I'm not going to act like I'm the biggest boss in the game. But, you know, sometimes I throw a little money in while I'm trading, while I'm flying. And I was able to hit a trade while I flew. I've just posted the gain to the 99 group. Let's take a look here. Where's my 99? I spent all my time in the life of learning. Where's the 99? What happened? Ultimate Lifers. There, I made it small. But boom. And wait, did that many people post since I posted? No, it couldn't be. Yeah, look, perfect trade. I nailed TWT for 18%, $400 on 22. You can't beat making $400 off 2,200. Dude, and I opened the trade yesterday in the morning, right? And closed it right now. So simple. Bang, bang, bang. 24 hours, make $400. And I was flying, running around, having dinners, meeting people, enjoying my life, made the money. So I don't want to hear anybody complain that you can't get it in. Shout out to each and every one of you. Here's the trade right here, sorry. Opened TWT, and we're going to break down exactly how I made the trade, exactly how I got in, exactly how I got out, the tools I used. I do this every single day. Just show up and watch the money pour, baby. This isn't a lot of money. I'm not going to make it huge, but it paid for my flight. While I was flying, I made that money. Now I'm going to look for some gains today. We're going to look for what's happening. And I could have kept this open. I didn't even look at the charts. I just took it. I said, you know what? I like that 18%. I'm taking it. I could look at the charts. It may have extended. Who knows? I got what I wanted out of the trade. I took my risk out. Bang, bang, bang. TWT looked absolutely money. We're going to break it down. Shout out to my man, Peyton. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We're back in action. We're back in action. I forgot that when I use this one, I got to keep the music. No, hold on. Now, you guys, we coming in the same level, right? Hold on. On my computer, the music, it's crazy. Because of the way this works, on my Rodecaster Pro, all right, sorry, take that off. On my Rodecaster Pro here, the computer and the music are on the same track. See, this is on the same track. But I have levels here on my actual mixer in front of me, and I can lower the music like this on my mixer. See? Completely different than when I'm traveling. I have a Scarlett, and the Scarlett, you know, gives you two signals mono, and you have an audio here and audio here, and you got to mix these. So I'm live mixing on the audio here at home. I'm soundboard mixing on the digital interface when I'm traveling. Two different things are going on. Let's break down TWT. This is exciting. I'm like a scientist. I love what I do for a living. I realized, you know, I met all the influencers, and you know what's crazy? I realized I was just a little, I was a little different. I'm a nerd who plays with the charts. Like, I'm more of a scientist, or in my mind, or a mathematician of sorts. Kind of a, you know, I don't know if I would even, you know, I'm an influencer. I get it. I sell, you know, I can affiliate. We do all sorts of different things together. I get it. I understand that. But my influence comes from my knowledge, from my teaching. I only influence through teaching and sharing my skill, right? That I perfected over time. So, like, I made gains in my sleep while I was flying. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. And it sounds rude, right? But that's the life you want to live. Who doesn't want to live that life? Who doesn't want to come home to money, the smell of money, baby? And money should be your friend. You don't, you know, you want to start to love money. Never resent rich people. I grew up with a little bit of resentment to rich people, the middle class feel, you know? And look, this is the trade I put out for everybody. Beautiful TWT, stop loss right here. And, and this thing actually still may make some serious gains. Look, the 1 hour is actually just getting started. I sold when the 15-minute was a little high with some bearish divergence. See that? It's a bearish divergence sign telling you to just watch out. Just a little something on the radar here. But we're starting to make even more of a pattern here. Look at this. Well, that was weird. A little bit of a glitch. We're starting to make a bullish pattern here. Something's weirder, but this could continue to the upside. Definitely. In TWT, people don't want to be in centralized exchanges. The more the story gets deeper and deeper with FTX, the more disconnect we have, the more people want to get into this. So, while a lot of people are going to focus on the story, I'm going to focus on the solution. I'm going to teach you how to make money during this time. All right? You can get caught up following the story. I don't mind following the story. Unbelievable. I met Ben yesterday. Unbelievable guy. I'm going to tell you, everybody here, like I met him face to face. I mean, I've already sat with him numerous times, but I met him face to face. Unbelievable guy. And I actually got to take him aside and tell him my life, get a little bit. He's a beautiful person, man. He's a great guy. Anyone that has any feelings about him, please release them and move on. Give him a pass for whatever you may resent him for in the past, and let him be free today. Let him be reborn, because he's fighting a fight that you would not believe. And it is as real as you think it is. I'm telling you right now. It's as real as you think it is. And he's a family man, and he has a lot, So, I just want to put it out there. He's a good man, doing what he can do for everybody out there. And again, I also am on my own mission. I want to make that clear. And my mission is not the same, right? Well, is the same, but our paths align for the same. I mean, my mission is the same at the end of the day. I want everyone to be free. I want, but I know how deep the rabbit hole may go. And, yeah, that's all I will say on that. I won't touch on it anymore. But TWT looks absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to do is keep my head in the charts for you. So during all this ups and downs, you can stay focused and still feed your family, still do what you do, still learn how to trade, because that's where the money's going to be, my friend. So look, the 4 hour is a little high here, telling you it's probably a good time to take some profitos out of TWT. I did. We do see some continuation patterns that could do it just that. Continue. But only time will tell. We will see. We will see. We will see. So let's get that music back on there. There you go. So TWT on the 15-minute, you could get a little bit of a move shoulder, head and a shoulder here. Slight, but it's a slight divergence here. Well, this is kind of a flat, more uptrend feel. Something weird about this, it's not letting me put it where I want. This is real weird. It skipping that area. It's a glitch. Anyway, and then this is a sharp downtrend. It's a slight bearish sign of some bearish. It feels bearish divergence-esque. And it was called out here, I jumped out of the trade. It is what it is. There could be more gains possible. The 1 hour's oversold. Says that there's more coming. All right. So, but I do see I even see a little bearish divvy here, because you got this sharp swing up here, but this is getting flatter. You see this? And that is a type of bearish divergence. Yeah, that's a sharp uptrend, but that is not as sharp as an uptrend. It's like a Class B bearish divergence. So just something to think about. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have taken the trade. It was an absolute beautiful trade. Nailed it. Should have put 10K in it and taken out dang near 1,800, right? But I was in between traveling and I didn't want to move funds at the end of the night. I threw in what I had left over from another trade and just got another chunk. But, I turned 2,500 into almost $3,000, and that's how you keep stacking. I mean, that's huge. To make 18% on 2,500, you do that every single day. And again, you may not do that every day. It's about you go at it. And how did I do it? Let's talk about how I made the trade, because anyone can gloat about what they did. Let's show you how the trade was made. And that's the key. That's what I do here every single day, giving away my knowledge, not afraid. I don't live in fear. I used to say, hey, Sam, but if you give away what you know, they're not going to join your trading group. They're just going to sell it to everybody else. But nobody can do it the way I do it. And nobody has the essence. And nobody has the style. And nobody has the je ne sais quoi, baby. And I know that because I got here in that way, because I'm unique. And I love you all. You're unique too. Forget about me. You're unique. You're beautiful. You're going to add your own twist to the charts once you find my little twist, So let's go back in time, all right? And let's show you what's going on here. The first thing I want to do is just grab an after. I like to send it to the before and after team. So TWT made gains of about 20% in total, a little higher from the buy, 22% in total. All right. And I took a nice humble 18. I was attempting to get 43. I was going for 43. Here comes the secret sauce, all the way from Mama's Kitchen. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Babe. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to Sweaty Dave. Shout out to Skinny LOC in the house. Shout out to Cheese, my man. Don't I feel different? Don't I look different? This trip changed me forever, man. I met Wendy, yo. I seen Tom Crown. I met everybody that I really, really, truly wanted to meet. Saw the behind the scenes of who's who. You know, got into some really interesting influencer invite-only Telegram groups that are like super exclusive with, you know, all the major players, and basically feel blessed, part of the family. Wendy O baptized me last night as far as I'm concerned. Wendy, I love you. If you're ever listening, I love you. And I'm definitely going to collab with Wendy. She's hilarious. She made me laugh for literally 3 hours straight. Like I'm smiling talking about, yo, she is so funny. She's just so funny. Oh man. Yeah, she's just like a real light to be around. She's a real person. She's a real girl, man. She don't play games. She don't play games. Like, honestly, she does have her, like, she's real. She is who she is, but she can't be like her, you know what I mean? We all we all, you know, just getting to know her was, like, I have to be honest, it was awesome. I'm smiling about it last night. We got stuck in a car for like 45 minutes last night, going all the way from South Beach to Hollywood to go to this like chic, you know, there was like there was over $50 million worth of art in this like 3-bedroom apartment in a chic condo on the 43rd floor in Hollywood. And it was crazy. I saw a skull made of complete Ferrari parts. No, this is insane. I have it here. It was a skull, but the skull was made out of Ferrari parts. I don't know how much it costs, right? Like this skull, I'll post it to the trading group and then we'll post it out. This thing was made out of Ferrari parts, right? Every piece that made the skull was made out of Ferrari parts. True story, man. And women, like, one of the pieces of artwork was worth $5 million in the wall. I was like, it was insane. That's where Wendy brought me. Your positivity is infectious. God bless you, man. Love Wendy. Oh, hey, Sam, did you have time to listen to SBF interview? I did not have time to listen to the interview, no. I was too busy doing what I have to do. But I'm going to sit down at the end of this today in the afternoon, and of course I'm going to sit down and listen to it. Sam, you're right to give a heads up to everyone about what's going on with Apple and them attacking the Coinbase wallet. Oh yeah, we already went over that. Yeah, they said they didn't want the Coinbase wallet. Otherwise, they wanted 30% of the gas fees. Apple getting aggressive, which is pretty crazy not to be able to get the app, the Coinbase wallet at the Apple Store. Pretty strange. But yeah, we're seeing an issue here. We're seeing a conflict of interest, so to speak. But I think it will be solved some way, shape, or how. And again, we're going to move away from Apple. We don't buy products. Don't support products that don't support crypto. Honestly, I've never really truly loved Coinbase the same too, so I'm kind of indifferent on that. However, it's my big onboard. But Binance US has really taken over as my main onboard. The fees are better. You pay basically the price. They don't rip you off like Coinbase. Coinbase rips you off. But thank you so much for bringing that up. I appreciate you. And let's take a look at the news here today. My team might have posted some news. Shout out to each and every one of you. Sorry for missing the regular time. 355 people. Ever since I've missed my regular time, I can't seem to get the same amount of viewers as we used to, which is sad. So I went away for 5 days, but I pray that all will be well, and I don't live in fear. That's me living in fear, and I can't do that. That's fake emotions acting real. I'm going to come back at 10 a.m. strong. I'm going to be back at Saturday at 8 p.m., and I'm going to be back at all my times like I have been. This is the first week ever since I started my stream. But it was, had to be where I needed to be. Maybe next time I won't. Maybe next time I'm going to hit my time no matter what, because, I'll just miss whatever parts of the event I have to do, and I will just stream. Next year, I want to actually set my stream up at these places, and I want to be live streaming I'll be at the event with a booth, right? And my live stream will be set up, and I'll live stream, and maybe I'll even live stream in front of a live audience. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be doing the whole thing that I do live, and so you can come see me live while I'm live. I think that's what we should be doing. This should be a live show, in my humble opinion. That's my idea, so people can see it, because I think it's an anomaly, and the weird stuff we do is out of control. So anyway, let's get back into the teaching. Enough about the reminiscent. You grow, I grow. That's the haircut, Sam. Love the haircut. Looking fresh as a cucumber, baby. Hey, man, thank you so much, man. The most important thing is YouTube it home to your is you made it home to your family and friends, man. God bless you, bro. Thank you. Flying around the world, baby. Miami, baby. 4 days, baby. It was, I'm telling you guys, I can't. It was awesome. It was one of the greatest trips of my life. Hold up. It was like so much happened. Oh my God. This is crazy. The MCAFEE, I ended up with the MCAFEE belt, bro. I'm wearing this the whole time today. What am I thinking? This got to be on right now. Like, yo, shout out to each and every one of you for being here. You know what I mean? Like, the MCAFEE belt, bro. The MCAFEE belt. Like, come on, for me, you guys know I interviewed John. Like, he was like a huge, oh man, he was one of the smartest computer programmers in the world, man. He'd be remembered through history and time of his technological advancements, man. He's an anomaly. Like, he's someone that comes around once every million years. Like, he's the MCAFEE belt, baby. Seriously, like, come on now. The MCAFEE belt. And like, the dude see me eyeing it all day. First thing I looked at it and I was like, man, that would be so cool. And he's like, oh, you'll get one next year. Like, it's not ready, you're not ready yet. And I was like, and at the end of the night, he's chilling. I chill with him all night. My man, Gypsy Gold, baby. God bless you, Adam. And he's like, yo, you want the MCAFEE belt, don't you? I was like, I do, man. I do more than you would ever know. And he's like, it's supposed to give it, right? He's like, Rice was supposed to come and give it to Janice. He's like, then this person was supposed to come and give it to Janice. He's like, but, things didn't work out. Rice couldn't make it. And because Rice is like, and he's like, I think you're the most rewarding of that. I said, I'll take it, baby. I would be so honored. And man, he gave it to me, man. It's crazy, bro. Yo, it's crazy, man. I'll box you for the belt, Lifer. 3 rounds, winner take all. But only if you promise hugs and respect after that. I've never boxed him in my life. But I've been a street fighter. I've been in like 50, 60 street fights. I'm a vicious tiger. I'm a little Tasmanian devil, man. I wish I was super dope to meet you. Hey, it was super dope to meet you in Miami. Mad respect for you. Great write-up in the magazine. Much love. Smart Finance. My man, XRP Junkie, for the $5 super chat, man. I had a blast sitting with you, man. Thank you so much for the love. Oh, yeah, we got the magazine. Hold up. Where's the magazine? I got to get the magazine. I'm bugging out. I just got off the plane, guys. So sorry, one more time. And then I got to show you the TWT. You're going to see how I made money while I was flying. Narration of the article, and we'll edit a beautiful video to go with it with some visuals to like kind of put together the story, But man, Kevin Hart on the cover, like I still can't believe it. Like I really can't. I'm home now, so it feels like a dream. Like I'm back in the house, but like Kevin Hart on the cover and your boy, like your buddy, the guy who worked every single day, getting recognized internationally in 19 countries around the world, Barnes and Nobles, like my life story, baby, my life story. Let it know, baby, let him know. Man, I worked hard every single day, and to go down there and have that 4 days and to just like breathe the fresh air. And I brought my buddy that I've been friends with since I was 12 years old, 13 years old, 20-year friendship, and we shared such a good 4 days. Man, and we hit gains. We hit Mask for 40%. We hit Matic. We called Bitcoin. Hung out with Wendy. Met BitBoy. You know, met Ben, had a good heart-to-heart with Ben, too. Like, it's not even about clout chasing and all that nonsense. Like, he's a family man. I'm a family man. Just respect to everybody I met in Miami. Respect to the city of Miami. Beautiful city. Beautiful people. I didn't see one argument. I saw everybody in a good mood. Not one argument. I didn't see one argument the entire time from anybody. It was just beautiful. Beautiful everywhere. Beautiful people. Oh, my gosh. Miami, baby. Miami. Love seeing you be grateful for something you deserve, man. May God bless us all the same way. May you work hard and may you be blessed. May you work hard and may you be blessed. May you work hard and may you be blessed. Amen. Enough. Like, I know I got to get back into what I got to do, but like, man, I just see this and it felt like a dream. It felt like a dream. Undisputed, undefeated Sam Crypto Lifer Price. Shout out to Diablo. Shout out to Crypto Billionaire for the $20 super chat. Let it go, baby. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to Jacob Cannon. Shout out to Toby. Shout out to every single one of my admins that shows up and my moderators. God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to every one of you. Lifer friend, my man. Holding us down. Jacob L. coming through. Sierra, thank you. XRP Junkie. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the love? Can you feel it, baby? And that's how we bring it every single time to another level, to another moment in time. I'm not going to let SBF take my, take a beautiful 4 days that I had, man, overshadowing everything. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Don't get me wrong. God always finds a way. I don't know how it happens, but God finds a way. That's just how it is. I can't explain it, but I believe in the higher power. In some way, somehow, things settle where they're supposed to. Sometimes you don't notice it at first, but I have faith. Have faith with me. And so, look, let's break it down. I want to make sure I posted this after to Shano. Sean, I love you, man. The energy is high today. The energy is absolutely high. I'm vibrating at another level. I have reached a new level of vibration. I felt it when I was there in Miami. And I will never go back to the lower even I was vibrating high before then. I don't see myself going to that frequency. I went from like an 888 to maybe a 981 or I don't know where I'm at, but I'm on that. I feel it. I feel it. I feel the movement, man. Can you breathe in the air, baby? I'm telling you right now. You get into the zone, and you probably think I'm out of my mind, and I know. It seems like you are, but that's when you're floating at a high. You're vibrating, baby. You can feel yourself vibrating. You're hitting trades. You're seeing exactly how it is. You're feeling it. You're in the moment. You're in the moment, You're just, like I told you, you're orangutan swinging from tree to tree, like, and you're so open-minded. You could go to any branch, and that can go to another branch, and you have so many paths in your way, and your future is so bright and beautiful, and there's just so much coming for you. There's so much coming for you. I'm so excited because so much happened to me, so what's going to happen to you? When you decide to go all the way, what's going to happen to you? I can't wait to meet you and watch your journey. All the people I mentored, this is what I do it for. This is what I do it for. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks. I'm going to copy this, send this to the Gains. Shano, I'm just going to send it to Gains. Snatch it out of Gains. It'll be easy for you to find right there, and then you can delete my Gains if you want. You might even have it already. Forgot. For all I know, you're such an amazing man when it comes to your beautiful work ethic. I have the greatest team on earth, too. Like, I've never been... You wouldn't find a person better surrounded by a positive and protective team. Really, like... Built by the hands of God, in my humble opinion. My team is ace one. You couldn't beat it if you tried. So look, let's take a look at it. I'm going to remove all my drawings, right? I'm going to go back in time, all right? And I'm going to show you what the Lifer was looking at, all right? So here, first thing I saw was we're battling a point of control with the VRVP on the 1 hour time frame. First thing, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Resistance, 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 resistance. And I see a bit of a double bottom too as well. So I put a support and resistance line here. That's the first thing I do. And I see a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, and a fourth bounce here. And I see some strong support. And I say, and I notice we're at the end of liquidity. I say, if we hang out, we're going to drop down here, and it's going to be a nil trade. I get it. I also see tight moving averages, and I teach that's kind of like a dog that salivates for the meat. I'm like, I begin to salivate when I see, no, I'm serious. You think I'm nuts? But Pavlov's dog, right? And what was Pavlov's dog? You know the old, you rang a bell, you brought the meat. You rang a bell, you brought the meat. You rang a bell, then when you rang a bell, the dog's mouth would salivate because he was so used to getting the meat when he heard the bell, okay? If, you know, I get a feeling, I don't know what it is, when I make money, like we all do. We all get a little, you know. And so when I see tight moving averages, my brain goes, there's money in there. And I'm like a dog salivating for, I'm a very, you know, very similar thing that I'm doing here. It's a trained subconscious brain theory here, okay? And I see the tight moving average, I begin to salivate. And I say, there's some meat here to be eaten, right? There's some traders that I can chew up, right? Because think about it, at every time you win a trade, someone else on the other end of that trade, someone's buying the high. Someone's like, I sold TWT today. Somebody bought that trade from me at 240, 241. I closed price 241.97. It's at 240, 228, right? Not too shabby. Sold basically the local top for now. We don't know. Look at the 77s, 1773. So it's weird. It's just the 77 hasn't left my side recently. It's been very weird. And I don't, you know, I used to never see 77. I knew it was a good Irish number, but it was never a big number in my life, ever. And for the last, I don't know, 2 months now, it's been around all the time. I never, you know, and you could say, okay, I'm looking for it, but it's like I never had it around before. It's like around like a friend's not usually around, and now it's around. I don't know. Pretty weird. Shout out to the 348 people, 214 likes. And where is everybody? Our group is at the highest it's ever been. I'm teaching exactly how we made trades. These are really beautiful times to be here. The show really ends at 12 o'clock, so I'll give it to them. Angel numbers, I get the 77 all the time. Frenchieverse, my man. Shout out to the Frenchieverse in the house. Bitcoin 3L time, my man. Thank you for the 215 Lifer likes today. You are the best Lifer family. Let's get the likes to 500 for status, baby. For status. Okay, will be a billionaire and run my own rehab with my wife. Will teach people to help take up some of their free time. God will bless me. That will happen. Whatever you envision, you will create. Simple as that. Sam, me and my wife are so happy for you. Congratulations on everything. You truly deserve it. Thank you for being here every day. I've been drinking lemon water for 3 weeks, and I've also been working out. Thank you. J Soul 8484. May God bless you and your family and your wife. So look, then once I saw the pattern, I drew my support and resistance lines. I then drew a top trend line and a bottom trend line. Okay? I have a checklist that I go over that I teach every single Tuesday. All right? It's pretty crazy that I teach this course. Where is it here? Not that. I disappeared. Not that one. There it is. I teach class every Tuesday from 3 to 5. I didn't teach it this Tuesday, but I do teach it every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Jump on into this class. I'm telling you right now, there's the guy right there. A little tanner, a little cuter, a little sweeter, a little younger, but it's still me. I'll teach you $99, right? Or for $60 if you join the trading group. We ran a beautiful deal all week last week, basically 4 days, for $50, $49.99. So many beautiful people did jump in, and the class has been amazing. I get so much feedback from the class. And what I do is I teach you exactly how I was able to make this trade, you know, with all the different bells and whistles and the things that I look for. So I look for the moving averages to get tight and coiled up. I look for the MACD to be turning, the RSI to be low, and the stochastics RSI also to be low, and that's where I like to enter the trade, okay? So that's why I decided to snatch on into this, and I like getting near the bottoms of the pattern so we get the bounce and we smooth on out. And this was likely to get tighter and make a big move to the upside. Then I grabbed this beautiful tool here, and it tells me I can make 74%, and then I want to put a stop loss somewhere, and I want this to be a 3-to-1 or better. Why is that? If I play this trade 10 times and I lose it 7 times, I'll lose 7 times 21%, which is 147%, right? About, yeah. Yep, 7 times 2, 140, right? And 1 is 7, and then 7, yeah, 147%. But if I win it 3 times, that's 3 times 71. 3 times 70, 210, and the other 4 is 12, right? You're talking 300, you're talking 222%. And that's way more than 140%. That's dang near 80%. And if you had a $10,000 account, you'd have $8 grand. You'd be up $8 grand. You'd be up 80%. So I'm not guaranteeing anything to anybody. I'm just showing you the math. Like, so you can get stopped out once, stopped out twice, stopped out 3 times, hit one. Stopped out once, stopped out twice, stopped out once, hit one. Stopped out once, hit one. You know, and like 3 out of 10, you'd be surprised. You're still winning huge. So, and to take your money. Today, I took my money. I woke up, I took the money. I didn't play the game. You know what I mean? So, and you got to keep the streak alive. All right? I'm going to begin a new streak. I'm back, you know. I didn't make a future. I was in Miami. I attempted to trade. I really wanted to trade Mask, and I really wanted to trade Matic, but I was running around. And I couldn't watch the trades and actually, you know. So I put out trades, looked at things, and I looked at Bitcoin very, very closely. And I'm also was thinking of accumulating more Bitcoin at the same time. All right? That's another good lesson, too, though. If you really want to focus on something, you know, you can ruin your trades by trying to trade in it. Like, say you had to go to a funeral, or you knew a big family thing was coming up that may take a lot of your time, and then you decide to open up a giant trade. It's like, sometimes it's not the best. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just telling you my ideas, things that I do, because as much as I show you all the technical analysis, it comes down to you and how you feel about yourself. All right? And that's why I talk about the lemon water. That's why we talk about working out. That's why we procure the spirit. That's why we work on our inner feelings and our inner goals and who we want to be and what we want to do in our manifestation and reworking the subconscious brain. And that's another thing that I teach and talk about on our weekly screen shares and the things that we break down. Weekly screen share tomorrow morning. I'm going to be able to throw one in there, I believe, somewhere like 8 to 10, 9 to 11, something like that. So tomorrow morning, quick screen share with everybody. We'll get it done. Apologize for skipping it on Thursday. Super busy day, though, as you can imagine. Flying the next day and everything. So, you know, but we're back at it like we always are. So, look, I saw my bells and whistles, and I took a shot. And I jumped on in, and, you know, you put your stop loss, and you either get hit or you don't. Now, the one thing I love about the trade, too, is how I make the trade. And I'm going to teach you something right now that's probably going to blow your mind. And I'm going to show you why I use 3 commas and how it basically really comes into play. And yes, this could make me money because I run an affiliate link to 3 commas. I'll make that clear. But I only show things that I use correctly, that I use all the time, and that I believe help me execute at a high level. So, of course, I'm going to offer you what I believe would help you execute at a high level. Why would I hide that from you? If I hide that from you, it's kind of strange, right? So if I use 3 commas, I didn't tell you about it, and then I didn't get an affiliate link with them and get some incentive for it, like, what would be the point? I could use 3 commas alone, not tell anyone about it, and keep it to myself. I guess it would be kind of cool. Give me an edge. Less people would, you know, maybe yes or no. It depends. But, I mean, I use it all the time. So if I use it all the time, it is what it is, right? So, look, I'm going to show you something right now. Once you make the chart, so you make the chart, and you use this long tool to set it up, and this is free. People, you know, this is the beginner's class, basically, parts of it. You set this up. I'm in a great mood, so I'm in a giving mood. Why not? I'm going to give more. And so you set it up here, and you look at what you're seeing. And once you decide with your support and resistance and everything else that it fits, and then also, if you can get above this point of control, you're going to rip. You're going to rip. And the measured move is pretty big, right? It may continue to pump from my sell. I'm not saying I'm perfect. And we're all going to look at the flag in a second that we were drawing earlier, all right? But just bear with me. So you go to 3 commas, and you pick your exchange. You pick your main stake, USDT. You pick TWT, all right? Then this is what's so beautiful about 3 commas. You scroll down, and you hit limit order. You know, I would hit limit order, right? And I'm looking at the trade, and I'm like, and you could see the entry here is the blue, 218.18. All right? Honestly, actually, bottom of the pattern was right there. Exactly, yeah. 6. And that makes the risk-reward ratio even sweeter. Like, you know, pretty awesome. There's like a little bit of a niche there. You can even look left to see if there's more support and resistance. But this makes the trade amazing. 5.4 to 1 risk-reward ratio. You never see that. Very rare. And we know there's a narrative here. People don't want to be in centralized exchanges. This is Trust Wallet token, and this is what people are going to want to use more, more decentralized wallet. So it's getting a buzz because it's in the spotlight. And so there's also a narrative behind why the chart is showing you there's likely a move to the upside. So you combine fundamental, technical, and just general know-how and common sense. Like, the guy's a scumbag. He took everybody's money, the centralized exchange. Everyone's going to run to MetaMask. Everyone's going to run to hardware wallets. And again, that reminds me, I have a link to the Trezor wallet. I absolutely love the Trezor wallet. I got to talk about being decentralized. I was watching this right now. I didn't get through it, right, because I had to jump on. I'm looking at places. I was just there walking down that street. It's funny. Feel so close to the whole thing because it's like Miami, the beat, all that. And it's pretty insane. But look here, if we look down here and we check this out at the link, show more here. Linked up with Trezor, got an awesome affiliate account with them, and I think I could get a link where you could buy almost anything. But $219, it went down to $181. They had a really nice discount on this thing. But $219 for the Trezor wallet, I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. You can't go wrong with having a Trezor by your side. I absolutely love my Trezor. So just, link the description does help me, but it helps you as well. You get yourself a hardware wallet. If you're going to do it, you might as well get it through my affiliate link. All right. So TWT, let's keep watching what's going on here. So this is why I believed it was highly likely going to make a move to the upside. And then I love watching the replay here. Even watch it on the 4-hour time frame. And look, it was oversold in the Stokes on the 4-hour. And the 4-hour really gave it the most the most gusto, right? Looked like it was really going to move hard on that 4-hour time frame. Okay. I guess it does look better if it just sheeted. There you go. Sheeted is funny, huh? All right, boom. And it went to a high of 254, huh? Dang. I wish I had gotten out then. I didn't see that. Went to a high of 254, came back down to 236, and then bang. Now, we've been looking at it in this, right? This is what we started the stream with. I don't know what's going on with the glitchiness here. It's like not letting me go through this area. It's really weird. This could definitely break out for another quick scalp on the 15 for gains. I tend not to trade something I've already traded. It's like a rule of mine. It's kind of like you already took it. It's like bullfighting. You went out, you fought the bull, and I actually don't like bullfighting. They kill the bull and all that. But just, if you just play it around and the ones where they don't fight, they kill the bull and they let it. And, you won, you did good. Like, you kind of, wait till next week. You know what I mean? You just might get gorged, So I just same kind of thing when I trade. But look, that's a bit of a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. It is oversold in the 15-minute. There's a high likelihood that it does make a bit of a move here on the 15-minute for a bit of a scalp, and it's the hot number today. It's what everyone's looking at. 11%. I already made my 18. I don't want to risk it for the 11, but I could be 100% wrong. To me, it doesn't matter. A good trade is a good trade, and I move on. Let's take a look at BTC. Like everybody comes here for every single day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So look, we're on the 15-minute, and Bitcoin's in this little mini flag here. Interesting enough, right? And it breaks on out. Then, to me, makes another bit of a flag here. Interesting. Fighting a point of control in the 15-minute, fighting this bigger point of control that we got nicely above. Now, what other people are seeing is a head and shoulder pattern too. Are we back in time? No. All right, I was about to say. And Bitcoin's kind of flat right now at 16,900. It's been flat. It's kind of what look, I said, can we break up, bounce out from here? We did break out. We're doing something somewhat similar to what I pointed out, just a little lower than what I thought. Let's take a look at my big picture, my small picture, and what's going on. So Bitcoin, in this giant inverted head and shoulder, breaks to the upside, hits about the measured move, has a little more room, makes this flag, breaks out the flag to the upside, right? And now it's seems to me in another flag, right? It's in just, starting to make somewhat of a continuation pattern to 17,400, 17,500 area, all right? It's at the end of the liquidity zone, but I can see it spiking up to no man's land up here. It makes sense. It got above the point of control. It ends up somewhere up here before it begins to rebuild some new volume areas. So we're going to watch this closely. The 1-hour time frame is suggesting a bit of a move. 4-hour, 1-hour, and 50-minute are low inside of a flag here, and even the 4-hour. If I look at it correctly, and this is weird. I mean, it's almost like I don't believe it, but Bitcoin's looking more bullish than I realized. The daily and the 22-hour. Let's take a look at those before I jump the gun on myself here. They could swing back up a little bit, right? Not over. And the 3 days very bullish, as I've been saying, and looks for a MACD cross coming. We're going to show you my other chart on that in a split second. Let's go to my Binance chart too, the one I'm mostly been looking at, because that will make the most sense. So look, at the end of the day though, we have two ideas. Remember, this could be a rising wedge here. See, down, up, down. Bear with me, even though this is kind of messy, but just bear with me. This alone could be a rising wedge. If this rising wedge breaks down, it's going to create a double bottom. You see this? And it could easily bearish retest and dump, and we could see a 15,600 Bitcoin very easily. All right, I just want to make that clear. It's very easily. So let's jump in here to the 4-hour time frame. All right. We look closely at the 4-hour. And honestly, I'm going to almost makes me want to like rework it, right? Because it's a mess. So here. I get you. I like the freestyle. I don't mind changing it up. So look, this broke out. We found this. Remember when we found this? And to me, I mean, you're flagging after a breakout, which to me is a bullish idea. You know, here we got this like funny glitch today. Also, remember when I teach this awesome story about when the moving averages are tight and the 200's there, we gravitate right up to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does exactly this and hits this 200 simple, the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Looking very bullish for a move here for BTC. I've seen this many times, and this is just like, it's just the old little trick in the book that I use, and it works out pretty nicely. Tight moving averages, they all get close together, specifically when the white, and why is this? Well, because I teach how to sell at the same idea, and you know, a year after selling that over and over again, my brain was like, wait, Sam, if you invert that, that's a buy. Don't you get that? You know, that's an inclusive move to a buy. And I'm like, what do you mean, Sam? And I'm like, my brain was like, don't you get it, Sam? And I'm like, wait, tell me more, you crazy subconscious thing inside that tells me what to do. And it's like, well, Sam, like, you figured out this system of patterns and you're using it to sell. You know what I mean? Is whenever the 21 here is away. And I was like, why do you use it to sell? I was like, well, because you use it to sell because the price will gravitate back towards the 200 simple, right? And I'm like, yeah, Sam, smart move, right? I'm like, Sam, that's the same thing when they get tight here and it spikes back up. I said, Sam, like, the reason why you're selling here is the gravity pull towards the 200 simple. And I said, wait, what do you mean? And I said, well, Sam, you know now. You just didn't know you knew. And I said, what? And it was like, whoa. And my mind went. Is anyone following this? Or is this just insane? Anybody? Anybody? And what I love about my channel is I get to be myself. I never hold back. Pavlov's stimulus substitution theory of conditioning. Sean is a smart dude. He's probably going to be a professor one day, right, Sean? Say that again. Say the face. Gotcha. Nice. Good. No, brother. The voice is real. Ha. I'm loving this analogy. Lakochi Coker, my man. That's your soul speaking. I know. I think it is. SMA is a magnet. I know, right? You are the best. Keep going. I was right in there. Oh, yeah. So look. So we go back in time. Like, I can show you so many crazy things. So look, this is what I want to show you. So if we go back in time and see, this isn't the best example, but you know, and the moving averages are getting tight here, and they're starting to gravitate away from the 200 simple. All right, and you know that when they're all jumbled up, you're gonna pump to the 200 simple, but this is a dump down. So I learned this, and I saw it thousands of times. I feel like probably, and so now. There's a high likelihood tight moving averages that we bust up to the 200 simple. And if you flip it upside down, it's the same as the dump. Look, and it's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder dumping to the downside. Look at that neckline breaking to the downside. Look how bearish that is. That's a Bart Simpson bearish down. You should dump all the way down the leg of the Bart. Usually you come all the way down here somewhere, right? Am I wrong? Makes sense you'd be on somewhere. But look, I got the chart upside down. So by flipping the chart upside down by Alt-I, which is another thing that I teach students that I've never seen taught on any YouTube channel in my life. I've never seen it because it's a crazy thought process that I have that you just can't replicate. Like, other people can do TA, but they don't have the same brain as me. So the TA is never going to look like mine or never going to be taught the way I teach it. The metaphoric speaking, right? And all the way we get you down to brass tacks, but we're going to get you there. Because I got to get you there by getting to... I know you might not know TA, but I know you might know football. You might know fishing. You might have read some, you know. So I use these other stories to bring you in so you can understand the technical analysis. See what I'm doing? That's what I'm trying to, yeah, that's not what I'm, don't use the word try. That's what I'm doing. So take a look here. The 4-hour time frame does suggest that we could get a move here to this circled area at 17,661. It usually can equate a little lower, and it might be 17,004, 17,300, but it says we're about to go, and the measured move, just flat out, is about 18K. And honestly, I just want above 17,800. I would love to accomplish a break above this notch right here. So I am bullish for Bitcoin right now. I'm seeing a bit of a move brewing. I like what the 1 hour and the 4 hour are about to do. I like this flag. Flagging out once you break out of a triangle is also a bullish sign. When I flip it upside down, it looks horribly bearish, like it wants to continue down. That's a nasty head and shoulder. That was the nasty inverted head and shoulder that broke to the upside. So we had you at a low. We've been going at it, and I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. So, yeah, and that means USDT pairs would fly. Matic would fly. DOT would fly. The market would take a bit of a move. And because I said the market, I think we should stroll on in to the total market cap. Who else thinks we should stroll on into the total market cap? GMX, please. Thank you. Shout out to After Hours Investing in the house. Let's just kind of throw a GMX look in here. And this is GMX.io. And I talked about GMX breaking to the upside. And look, it's now at 50% since I put it out. And I said, watch. Look, I put this out to my trading group. Watch the break above the point of control, right? Which had changed since then, maybe slightly. No, right there. So watch the break above the point of control. Maybe it was the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame. Also, TradingView's been bugging out. It was right there. But anyway. And you can see, because it aligned with the beginning of this. And so I called this, I put this out. And this thing is up 50% now, GMX. And why? Because I'm following the narrative. Do you understand? Does everybody get what we're doing here? Does anyone get it? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But does anything get it? All right. The glitch you were seeing is due to the magnet icon being selected to the left. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for saying that. I was messing with that the other day. Appreciate you for saying that. God bless you for doing that, man. You're a smart... Who are you? Who said that? The shy typer? Could you email me, please? CryptoLifers@gmail.com. I look for people like you that notice slight details, and I can utilize you in many ways. Could you email me at CryptoLifers@gmail.com? I'd appreciate it. And say, I'm the guy that noticed the magnet. I'd really appreciate that, because you have extreme attention to detail and a fast-moving pace while you were taking in knowledge, you know. And look at GMX is pumping hard as we speak, right? Is that? Oh, no, that was a wick. Okay. But look, 50% gains. And how do I do it again? The MACD was turning. RSI was low. Stochastics was low, and I was in a falling wedge. And I knew I was playing with this VRVP. It's not that hard. Just don't let your emotions get in the way. The emotions ruin it all. That's what they do. They destroy. They rebuild and destroy. They rebuild and destroy. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. GMX booming on them. 50% in a few short days. And it's a decentralized perpetual swap. That's what I was saying. Do you get me, right? And this is the narrative yet again. And this is continuing to grow. People are getting in. You're probably getting an incentive to buy the coin or less fees. So the people are going to buy the coin. It's going to create movement. And if it doesn't have a huge market cap, it's only a matter of time. So I'm teaching you how to get down. All right. Let me show you something else. So you hear about the coin, maybe through my channel. You never know. You do your own due diligence. The second you hear about the coin, you go to CoinMarketCap. The second you hear about the coin, you go to CoinMarketCap.com. And what you do is you look up the market cap. $429 million. That's a nice market cap, right? Fully diluted, 463. If these are close, it's a good idea. Total supply, 8 million. Max supply, don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. Circulating supply, 7.9 million coins. That's a very small amount of coins. I just want to make that really clear. Look at this thing's run up from $48 all the way up to about 55, not too long from now, right? And we were all over it. We were all over it. And matter of fact, I'm putting it out near 42. This thing is a behemoth, up about a massive move. I mean, that's weird though. 42. I went to a high of 62. Yeah, so it did make 50% gains. It made 20 on the 40. Unbelievable. It's back down, of course, a little bit after the sell-off, but still holding 27.47% gains. I mean, GMX absolutely hitting it. And I'm subtle with my calls, and I'm subtle when I'm talking. I'm like, the things that I'm looking at. I'm not a pushy person. I like to lead you to the water, right? So here I am on 11:30. Decentralized perpetual exchange. GMX, see? Watch the break above the point of control. You can see this 43.37 was the idea, right, of entry. A little lower than that. And boom, I mean, you can see this clear as day, written in stone. No stop loss got hit. This trend line didn't break. I called that beautifully. And most people would have said such a messy pattern, but I've known how to wrestle with these messy patterns. I've been through war with this stuff, all right? I'm a seasoned vet, and I can bring you into the game if you want. It's completely up to you, though. Maybe you don't want to travel around the world. Maybe you don't want to have fun at Art Basel. Maybe you don't want to get John McAfee belts and just, maybe that's not the life you want. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to be in magazines. I don't know. But if you want the best life, man, go after it. It's waiting for you right now, baby. It's waiting for you right now. I'm telling you right now. And I'm humble about it. Like, honestly, magazine was great. I love it. But what's great is being here with each and every one of you. What was great was coming home to my wife and my kid. What was great was hugging my little daughter and seeing how much she missed me. That's what was great, honestly. To be honest with each and every one of you. I love it all. Miami was great, but coming home was even better. No lie. No lie. The fact that I had such a beautiful family to come home to made me realize how lucky I truly was. I was like, wow, I'm leaving this amazing city with all this fun and all this craziness and everyone everyone kind of goes out, and I don't drink alcohol. I was there the whole time, no drinking. Everyone else having, I was at all these VIP parties where they gave you free alcohol all day long. High, top-notch alcohol, too. Wasn't like these parties were high-end. This place, Sexy Fish, was absolutely beautiful. The bathroom alone was insane. I didn't take video because it's like at VIP parties, it's, some high-end people. People that it was crazy. But look at Sexy Fish in Miami. I mean, it's like, it's got all these ornaments on it everywhere. The floor is absolutely insane. We were in this little private party room that was all yellow and gold. It just felt like it was just interesting. It was very, very interesting. Sexy Fish, yeah. Anyway, it was a blast. I had an absolute blast. Miami. We have to write Miami. I mean, yeah, this is the bar. This bar was amazing. It had this waterfall in the middle that fell through the ceiling, and that was real water coming through with ornament glass around it. The floor lit up. We were back here in this awesome little back room. The place was unreal. The ceilings are 80 feet, 100 feet. It was insane. It was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. The bathrooms were just incredible. It was an experience just being inside of the place. Whoever created it just had such a vision and is such a, they created such an environment. I would love to do something like that one day. To be able to do stuff like that. I never want to say I can't. And that's why we have to try to go after our best life every single day that we can. Okay? Every single day that we can. So Cardano, right? If Bitcoin decides to get a bit of a move here, could Cardano 3L get a bounce back to the upside? Let's take a look here on the daily time frame. You're getting a little spent on the daily, but there's gas. There's some gas. So look at this. If Bitcoin makes a move, the altcoins move, and this looks you got this strong bullish divergence here on the daily time frame. This tells me that this is likely to make a big move here. So Cardano 3L on my radar for possible gains here. I showed you I like the 4-hour. I've already gone over BTC, right? And we're going to hit that total market cap. Did we break above 800 billion? If we stay above 800 billion, that's what I'm looking at. 1,300% gains? That doesn't make any sense. Why is that doing that? So some type of glitch here. Is there some type of glitch here, son? In the 3-day, It's all about this 3-day, you know? And it is at this like same bottom it's been at, point of control. So I'm just watching Cardano on the radar, on the 3-day chart. Just want to put it out there. This is some long term. Doesn't, you know, that's something guaranteed. And the smaller time frames will set you free here. But I start speculating the bigger time frames from the outside vision. And then I'm like, okay, and then I begin to hone in. All right. Look at near. See, I mean, everything on the 3-day looks pretty good to me. And if Bitcoin pumps, like every little coin's going to make a bit of a move here. Like near 3L's in this channel, and then it would channel out of this smaller flag. Because if Bitcoin would break out of the flag, it just, they'll all somewhat begin to follow the move. And it doesn't mean you have to get the biggest move. I don't, you know, like boom, but like this, you know, 11% possibly coming out of near 3L, right? This is if Bitcoin's bullish. Bitcoin will have to remain bullish to get that pump. We could see a dump, right? And near 3L obviously will not play out. So I feel a high probability that it will, though. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't feel, but the technical analysis in which I use and the way the charts are conveying, what the charts are conveying to me, is there's a high probability this move will play to the upside, but you never know. There's no guarantees, all right? So even in the beginning, like this is a slight, to me, a slight hidden bullish divergence, because like that's like a sliding down, that's a slanting up. Near 3L is looking pretty crispy to me. All right. Shout out to everybody here. And now we have to do one fun thing here. So we got Bitcoin in this flag. We're watching this flag. Can we gravitate BTC to the 200 SMA? And I've seen this I've seen coins do this so many times. So many times. Ranker did it recently. Wasn't it Ranker that I had remembered? Let's see how good my insane memory is. But yeah, see, Ranker did it right here. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. How I remember this stuff, I have no idea. But my brain recollects like photographic memories and like exactly what I talked about and when I talked about it and the example, and I can bring it up. As a teacher, it's phenomenal because like you could just like, I have like an encyclopedia in my head, like, let me go back to 1941 where last week. No, but it's a really good skill, honestly. I love my brain for it. And I know God bless me with a good one, man. So I use it to my advantage. Look at the tight moving averages. This is going to gravitate up towards the 200 simple, just like Bitcoin is doing, right? And honestly, Bitcoin's almost was even in like a similar pattern in a way. Like not perfectly, but even from here, from this side. And then it gravitates up to, and where it ends up stopping is near that 200 simple, like right there. See that? This did it, 2 fire ups. But the tight moving averages and the move back to the 200 simple. So that's what we look at for BTC, and that's something that could, you know, give us the move. And so we already started. We're halfway. We were up here, boom. And now we continue as we touch the 21-day moving average. I'm interested. It's got me interested. And we're holding 16,008. And honestly, if you forget about the number game too much, I mean, resistance, 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 and that support, I mean, that's SR flipping and giving me signs of life right there. So I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Quite interesting, if you ask me. Quite interessante. Hey. And shout out to my team. Like, my team is vicious. Like, you can't mess with traders like this. They're like, you know, look, he likes Higazors, brand new coin, never heard of it. We know it. If you never heard of a coin, you want to learn a new one, we got you. And look, did he hit Higazors? It looks like he did. Man is a machine. FRR, front row in a flag, right? Funny, they posted the same. Hey, that's good. Posting the same thing was good. So let's take a look at the total market cap on all of cryptocurrency. Shout out to my elite traders who holding it down with me every single day. All right. So look, we're back at 810. Remember what I said about 800 billion? How many times did I talk about how significantly important the $800 billion level is? And how come I always talk about the eights? It's funny, I'm making this connection too. Bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder. That was bearish divergence that played out. So you delete that. But you're back in the flag, right? You see? And I'm going to show you, we do have a bit of a rising wedge here, right? But did we decide to get the bounce? Remember, rising wedge will break down, we could say began here since it doesn't connect that, but somewhere down into the zone, all right? Make this so neat for you to see. Big level to beat that we got above was right here, okay? 800 billion, that yellow line that I just made. We're retesting 800 bill. We broke out of the inverted head and shoulder, which as you look, it is also like this. So here you go. Will we eventually take the tumble down the base of the triangle for another double bottom here? Or will we beat the game? Squiggle away, use this as a beautiful support, and start to make some serious waves until we break out the measured move above the point of control and get ourselves back to $919 billion is the question. And so this is kind of the conundrum of crypto for the next few days into the weekend and back into the treachery of Sunday. Again, we're getting the tight moving averages expressing the idea that we will jettison on up to the 200 simple. At that point, we'll see a rejection and we'll go from there. So measured move and low 4 hour are telling us that there's a higher probability than a lower probability that we're going to break to the upside through this zone and all the way to $866 billion. We're going to watch this shape nice and easy. Let's make sure we maintain the neckline of 800 billion, which is convenient, isn't it, when TA does that? And let's hope all works in our favor. So that's the total market cap. You should be going over it every single day as well as Bitcoin. All right. It has significant ideas. If we can get above the 200 simple too on the 400, that's when we begin to crawl out of the zone. Talked about Doge. I like Doge. Hopefully it could make a bit of a move, and it never did. Kind of went sideways here and just kind of stumbled around. Right? I feel like it fell out of the pattern to me. Hit the measured move, basically. The more conservative one, which is the base of the triangle, see? Which I don't normally use. Basically where we went, though. Exactly, we whipped to these areas, right? I like to use from here to here. That's usually about right. And the wedge usually does break out big, it doesn't. So here, let's break it down now. Dogecoin. To me, everything's in the flag. And this could be a massive move. And you got this little flag here, right? That could begin it. You just broke a high volume node, which tells me you're likely headed to the next one. All right. Doge 3L looking for a gain coming, in my humble opinion, on the 4 hour time frame. Some news coming out on Saturday. Somehow Doge has been pumping on the weekend. He likes to get funky. He's busy all week, and then he likes to talk about Doge on the weekend. Looks like Doge may be getting some type of pump here on the weekend on the 4 hour time frame. No guarantees. I'm just, you got this kind of swing down idea here on the RSI while it's swinging up to the upside. You got some type of vibes. Not perfect, but Doge is looking good to me on the 4 hour time frame in a bit of a flag here. 33.34%. Out of nowhere, I just wrote that's insane. So imagine that. Basically, the 3L token will make 99% gains. If you understand how to trade a 3L or a 3S token, very important. Pay attention. They could change your life. So if you look here, you got a Doge USDT.3L, and this is going to give you 3 gains on that. So if this, we rework this pattern, it should look exactly like Doge. Didn't go parabolic on that one, but we got this like cup and handle going now. This doesn't have the bigger structure that we had there to make the triangle, but if this does anything of that nature, look at this. You're looking at some serious gains, 46, even possibly more, right? I'm always more humble with it, but you're looking at some nice gains. 60% gains out of Doge on the 4 hour time frame. I like how this 4 hours looking. See this curve. This is a setup, a known setup that I've seen play out many times. Okay, I'm not guaranteeing that it does, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you, if you show up every single day and you look, and there's a little bit of hidden bullish here. And there's almost a semi coming at it. Last 1978, I was all the way out in Central Park jogging, tripped over my own feet, and I ended up stubbing my toe. It hurt bad. Had to get a Band-Aid. Yeah, that's about the story. Nothing else, but, I always remember stubbing my toe, Central Park, 1978. Nah, I'm just messing around. So, look, I'm not that old. I'm messing on many levels. So, look, Doge 3L possibly getting a bit of a move. If Bitcoin gets the gas, which looks like it may, all right, I'm not guaranteeing anything. It looks like it may, and we've painted both bullish and bearish scenarios. I'm not 100% a moon boy. I'm not 100% a bear boy. I'm a man who trades and takes it, what I see at face value each and every day. All right. See some more resistance here. We might go lower. You got to hold this point of control right here for Doge 3L. Possible massive gains for coming out of Doge 3L. Okay. It's calling my name. It's making me feel a little frisky. 1 hour is pointing up a little too high. Wow, that 3 hour looks lovely though, with some hidden bullish. The 3 hour says jump on in and get ready. You're about to get rocked, and we're gonna pump 60% and break above the point. We're above the point of control right now too. This is interesting to me. It's telling me some news is coming out for Doge. I'm getting my I get that psychic sense. I don't know what it is. Did anyone get that psychic sense? You just it's telling me that something big's coming for Doge. You know what I mean? Begin to build a small position in the 3L token, 500 at a time. I don't like to overly does it. I don't want to overly does it there. But that's looking interesting to me, to say the least. All right, everyone, I got to jump out of here for the day and help my wife. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me jump back into the chat. Make sure the chat is pumping, doing its thing. Look out for more content. We're putting out a lot of content. Shout out to Toby. Sammy! Give it a few minutes. I don't mind being wrong. Let's see. What are people saying? Hi, Sam. It's smashing the golden pocket right now from the top. Total market cap. About the eights. All about the eights. It really is, though. It really is. Biz money is so going down because you need 8 is money, so is I don't know what that. 8 is money. I don't know why I'm so you. Thank you for the 285 Lifer likes. You are the best Lifer fam. Let's get the likes to 400 for starters. I know, right? I'm feeling that. While the world has some things going on down in Miami, did you notice their presence? No, nothing. Not at all. Crypto Lifer, love the Lifer words of wisdom. We love the Lifer. May God bless you. I love you. Thank you. Hey, you got enough? Have you got enough time from Miami? I don't know, not too much. I feel like a little bit of it. You guys tell me. It's up to you guys. That's for you to decide. I don't like talking about myself like that. Bitcoin M on the 15. A Bitcoin M on the 15. It's getting red, baby. I mean, I even see a reversal diamond, which is a weird diamond to have at this state, right? But what it is it comes in from the bottom. This is interesting. That's like a reversal diamond that could break back up. I see a head and shoulder pattern too here. That will break to the downside as well. I'm not 100%. I'm never 100%. I'm always open-minded and watching it one step at a time. 2 patterns I didn't see before too. Every time you come back to it, let your mind reset. Man, he sees this M on the 15. I get it. 15 does want to dump, but you're just in this channel. I expect it to come back down. You just don't want to lose this bottom trend line or this area at 16,888. That's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the DXY as it continued to dump to the downside. They tried to revise it, and it dumped again just now. Let's take a look at this. Back to 104. It continues to get smashed. It's another reason why I believe Bitcoin's going to do its thing. Very bearish. As you can see, we got rejected by the 200 simple. The thing that Bitcoin's going to do, it's going to see how this just did the same thing. I can't explain why this is just a known thing, but it is. Tight moving averages, it's going to jettison up to the 200 simple. Amazing that we got to use the DXY as an example. What a unique live stream. We showed you Ranker, we showed you DXY, and we're showing you how Bitcoin may likely do the exact same anomaly here. And then we got beautifully rejected the last few hours to the downside. The dollar index just completely collapsing, falling, and then getting a bearish retest. I see this headed further to the downside. Spare it no mercy. They've messed with it for too long, you know. I just see this just eventually continuing, all right, in a downward spiral. The dollar index struggling right now, moving to the downside. And if you want to know if it has even more potential, I mean, the 1 and the 7 will show you like the bearish patterns. Like there's another flag that could don't. And these are continuation flags. Looks like a shoe, right? Let me jump back into the chat. How's everybody doing in the chat? Overcome. Thank you so much for the chat revenue, everybody. I appreciate you all for being here all week. Next week, I'm back in the home studio, back at our regular scheduled program. Get this magazine. It's in Barnes & Nobles, other places. I believe it's going to be out this week. I'm not exactly sure exactly when it will get out. I'll get that to you. I'll say it tomorrow. But look, you can even get the last week's edition if you want. But this is unbelievable. Get this magazine, 19 countries, Barnes & Nobles, Crypto Magazine. Check it out. Check it out. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Probably did. Good morning, lifers and the crew from Gmail Brown 33. That's weird, right? Gmail Brown. Doge has an Adam and Eve double top on the 4-hour. Yeah, you see this as an Adam and Eve double top, right? I'm just going to draw it with this. There's your Adam. There's your Eve. Break it down to this and, yeah. Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. I like this scoop here on the 3-hour time frame, though. Anything is possible. I see what you're seeing, though. I appreciate that. Thank you for your insight. And that's why that's why my trading group is 800 people, because no one man can see it all. No one man can see it all. Everyone, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you on the next one.